Kody Brown's special necklaces for his wives, what the My Sister Wife's Closet designs could reveal about their relationships. Jewelry often carries deep sentimental value, and in plural marriages, symbolism becomes even more significant. When Kody Brown, the head of the Sister Wives family, personally designed necklaces for his wives, the pieces were meant to reflect not only their individual identities but also the intricate dynamics within the family. The designs of My Sister Wife's Closet, a jewelry business launched by the Brown family, were intended to represent love, unity, and commitment. However, over time, the meanings behind these necklaces have evolved, mirroring the shifting relationships within the plural marriage. With 3 wives having now left Kody, these once symbolic gifts may now serve as reminders of a past that no longer exists. What exactly did Kody's designs for Robyn, Meri, Christine, and Janelle mean? Were they simple gestures of affection, or did they hold deeper implications about his relationships with each of them? Let's break down each necklace, its potential symbolism, and what it reveals about the Brown family's unraveling story. The origins of My Sister Wife's Closet. The idea for My Sister Wife's Closet began as a business venture that Kody and his wives hoped would bring financial independence to their family. The jewelry line was advertised as a collection of sentimental and spiritual pieces that represented plural marriage and the love shared between sister wives. While all 4 wives were initially involved, Robyn became the primary force behind the business. She envisioned a brand that would empower women while also reflecting the unique bonds within a polygamous marriage. Kody, ever the entrepreneur, saw the opportunity to craft custom jewelry that could become part of their family's legacy. The business struggled to gain traction, but the necklaces Kody designed for each of his wives stood out as deeply personal gifts. These pieces weren't just accessories, they were symbols of his perception of each wife's role in his life. Robyn's necklace, the ultimate expression of devotion. Out of all the necklaces Kody designed, Robyn's was undoubtedly the most elaborate and personal. As his 4th wife and the woman he legally married after divorcing Meri, Robyn has long been viewed as Kody's favorite. Her necklace featured a design that emphasized unity and eternal love, often incorporating symbols of connection and loyalty. Some fans speculate that the piece was meant to reinforce Robyn's status as Kody's most cherished wife, the one he saw as his true soulmate. The necklace's intricate details reflected Kody's deep commitment to Robyn. Unlike the designs for the other wives, which were more abstract or generalized, Robyn's piece felt intentionally crafted to represent an unbreakable bond. The timing of the necklace's creation is also telling. Kody was heavily invested in his relationship with Robyn when My Sister Wife's Closet was active, often prioritizing her needs over those of his other wives. Some critics believe the necklace was a not-so-subtle declaration that Robyn was the centerpiece of his affection, setting her apart from the rest. Meri's necklace, a symbol of a broken bond? Meri was Kody's first wife, and for many years, she held a special place in the family. However, as their relationship deteriorated, particularly after the emotional catfishing scandal, her necklace seemed to take on a different meaning. Meri's design included elements that symbolized endurance and history, perhaps a nod to her being the original wife. The piece may have represented the foundation upon which Kody built his plural marriage. However, as time went on, the symbolism may have shifted from honoring their bond to marking the distance between them. Unlike Robyn's necklace, which felt full of love and devotion, Meri seemed almost like a relic of the past, an acknowledgement of a relationship that had survived hardships but lacked the deep affection it once had. When Meri finally left Kody, it made the meaning of her necklace even more bittersweet. What was once a token of their long journey together had now become a symbol of a love that could not withstand the trials of time. Christine's necklace, a reflection of independence. Christine was once known as the fun wife, the one who brought lightheartedness and joy to the family. Her necklace design reflected that playful and nurturing spirit, incorporating symbols of warmth, family, and selflessness. However, as Christine began to assert her independence and prioritize her happiness over the struggles of plural marriage, the meaning of her necklace evolved. Instead of representing her devotion to the family, it became a reminder of the sacrifices she made and eventually, the strength it took for her to leave. Christine's decision to walk away from Kody marked a turning point for the Brown family. She no longer needed a piece of jewelry to validate her place in the marriage. Instead, she reclaimed her identity, showing that love for oneself is just as important as love for a partner. Now that Christine is happily remarried and thriving outside of polygamy, her necklace serves as a relic of a past life, one she chose to leave behind in favor of true fulfillment. Janelle's necklace, a symbol of practicality and stability. Janelle has always been the most pragmatic wife in the Brown family. She was not one for grand romantic gestures, and her approach to marriage was more about partnership and shared responsibilities than emotional intensity. Her necklace design reflected her practical nature, featuring symbols of strength, balance, and perseverance. It was less about deep passion and more about reliability, a reflection of the steady role she played in Kody's life. For years, Janelle was content with the arrangement, but as Kody's favoritism toward Robyn grew, she began to feel increasingly disconnected. When she eventually chose to separate from him, it was clear that their bond had lost its meaning. Her necklace, once a symbol of endurance, may now feel like a reminder of the years she spent holding a marriage together while receiving little in return. Janelle's journey toward self-sufficiency has shown that she no longer needs to be the one carrying the weight of the relationship. The collapse of My Sister Wife's Closet and its symbolic meaning. While My Sister Wife's Closet was originally meant to celebrate plural marriage, it ultimately failed, just like Kody's relationships with 3 of his 4 wives. The downfall of the business serves as an eerie parallel to the breakdown of his family. Fans have often pointed out that Robyn was the driving force behind the jewelry business, much like she was the center of Kody's attention. As the other wives became less invested, both in the business and in their marriage, it became clear that the unity Kody once envisioned was crumbling. The necklaces that were once symbols of love and commitment are now relics of a failed experiment. They serve as reminders of what could have been a plural marriage built on mutual respect and balance, but instead, they represent the favoritism, neglect, and emotional distance that ultimately tore the family apart. What these necklaces truly represent. Kody's custom necklace designs for his wives were more than just jewelry, they were reflections of his relationships with each of them. For Robyn, they symbolized devotion. For Mary, they became a relic of a lost connection. For Christine, they mirrored her journey toward self-liberation. I'm Just Sad. Reality star faces tragic loss while launching agriculture business amid emotional detox and rekindled friendship. The world of reality television is often filled with drama, heartbreak, and unexpected turns. But even for longtime viewers, this latest development is nothing short of devastating. A well-known reality TV star, admired for her resilience and independent spirit, has recently faced a heartbreaking personal loss. At the same time, she is embarking on a bold new business venture in agriculture, one that speaks to her lifelong passions and values. However, this journey is not happening in isolation. She has reconnected with an old friend, someone who has been a pillar of strength during difficult times. The two have joined forces once again, supporting each other through major life changes. But as she navigates this emotional detox, both physically and mentally, grief looms large, making this transition even more challenging. A journey of resilience amid personal tragedy. The reality star in question has long been known for her strong-willed personality and pragmatic approach to life. Fans have watched her navigate the highs and lows of a complex family dynamic, making tough decisions along the way. However, in recent years, she has worked hard to carve out her own path, one that prioritizes independence, personal growth, and financial stability. But just as things seemed to be moving in the right direction, tragedy struck. The loss of a loved one has left her grappling with overwhelming sadness, and she has openly admitted that she is struggling. I'm just sad, she shared in a recent conversation, her voice heavy with emotion. No matter what I do, this feeling doesn't go away. Losing someone close is never easy, but for her, this particular loss has been especially painful. It comes at a time when she is already dealing with major life transitions, trying to move forward in her personal and professional life while also facing deep emotional wounds. Finding strength through friendship. One of the most significant developments in her life recently has been the rekindling of a long-standing friendship. After years of navigating separate paths, she has reconnected with someone who was once a central figure in her life. Their bond had been tested by past circumstances, but now, they have found common ground once again. This reunion has been nothing short of transformative. Both women have experienced immense change, each leaving behind situations that no longer served them. And now, as they rebuild their futures, they are leaning on each other for support. For the grieving star, this friendship has become a lifeline. "I don't think I'd be able to get through this without her," she admitted. "She's been there for me in ways I never expected." Their renewed connection is not just about emotional support, it's also about shared dreams. The two have been brainstorming ways to create something meaningful together, something that aligns with their personal values and aspirations. A bold new venture in agriculture. One of the most exciting aspects of this next chapter is a brand new business endeavor. The grieving reality star has always been passionate about self-sufficiency and sustainable living, and now, she is taking that passion to the next level. She is launching an agriculture-based business, one that focuses on producing high-quality, organic products. This venture is deeply personal for her. It is not just about financial independence, but also about creating a legacy that aligns with her values. "I've always wanted to do something like this," she shared. "I love the idea of working with the land, growing my own food, and providing something that truly benefits people." Her business model is centered around natural, holistic practices. She believes in the power of clean, sustainable food and wants to make it accessible to others. The goal is not just to sell products but also to educate people about the importance of healthy, self-sufficient living, overcoming doubts and setbacks. While this new venture is exciting, it is not without challenges. Starting any business comes with risks, and the grieving reality star is well aware of the hurdles ahead. From securing the right land to managing the financial investment, there are many factors to consider. Moreover, she is dealing with an emotional burden that makes everything feel even more overwhelming. "Some days, I wake up and feel like I can conquer the world," she admitted. "Other days, I don't even want to get out of bed." But despite these struggles, she is determined to push forward. She knows that this business is more than just a financial opportunity, it is a way for her to heal. By focusing on something productive and meaningful, she hopes to channel her grief into something positive. And she is not doing it alone. Her reconnected friend has been by her side every step of the way, offering support, encouragement, and practical advice. Together, they are navigating this new chapter, proving that strength comes from unity. Emotional detox, a new approach to healing. As she embarks on this business journey, she is also undergoing a personal transformation. Part of this process involves what she calls an emotional detox, a conscious effort to release negative energy, let go of past traumas, and focus on self-care. For years, she has been carrying emotional baggage, stress from her past, unresolved conflicts, and unprocessed grief. Now, she is taking intentional steps to cleanse herself of those burdens. Her approach involves a mix of physical and mental wellness practices. She has changed her diet, incorporating more whole, nourishing foods. She has also embraced meditation, journaling, and therapy to help her process her emotions. "It's not easy," she admitted. "But I know I need to do this for myself. I want to feel light again. I want to wake up without this heaviness in my chest." This detox is not just about letting go of the past, it is about making space for new beginnings. And with her new business and renewed friendship, she has plenty to look forward to. A message of hope and resilience. While grief is never easy, this reality star is proving that it does not have to define her. She is taking steps to rebuild her life, even in the face of heartbreak. And in doing so, she is inspiring countless others who may be going through similar struggles. Her journey is a testament to the power of resilience. She has faced loss, uncertainty, and emotional pain, yet she continues to move forward. She is not afraid to acknowledge her sadness, but she also refuses to let it hold her back. "I don't know what the future holds," she said. "But I do know that I'm not giving up. I'm going to build something beautiful from this pain." And with her new business, her rekindled friendship, and her commitment to personal growth, she is doing exactly that. As she steps into this new chapter, fans and supporters alike are rooting for her. They see her strength, her determination, and her willingness to embrace change. And they know that, despite the heartbreak, brighter days are ahead. This is not just the story of a reality star, it is the story of a woman who refuses to be defeated by life's hardships. It is a story of courage, transformation, and the unwavering belief that new beginnings are always possible. And as she continues to navigate this journey, one thing is clear: she is not alone. She has support, she has purpose, and above all, she has hope. The shady truth behind the reality TV patriarch's push for a controversial home purchase. In the world of reality television, drama often unfolds in ways that leave viewers questioning the motives behind seemingly ordinary decisions. One such moment occurred when a well-known polygamous family found itself at a crossroads over a home purchase. At first glance, it seemed like a practical solution, one wife moving into a house that had belonged to another. But beneath the surface, this move carried layers of manipulation, control, and financial strategy that now appear incredibly shady. The patriarch of this plural family strongly urged one of his wives to purchase a home recently vacated by another. His reasoning: stability, financial security, and an easy transition. But as fans have dissected this situation, many now believe his motivations were far less noble. Instead of prioritizing the well-being of his wives, he may have been looking out for his own interests, financially, emotionally, and socially. Why was this push so insistent? And what does it reveal about the deeper issues within this family dynamic? Let's break it all down. A convenient solution, or a power play? On the surface, the idea of one wife moving into a house that another wife had just left seems logical. It would save the hassle of searching for a new home, provide a familiar setting, and potentially keep the family's financial structure intact. But when looking closer at the circumstances, it becomes clear that the patriarch had a lot more riding on this than just a smooth transition. For one, the home in question was a symbol of independence. The previous occupant had made a bold decision to leave the plural marriage, effectively breaking away from the control and expectations that had defined the family dynamic for years. That alone made this property significant. It wasn't just a house, it was proof that leaving was possible. By pushing another wife to move in, the patriarch may have been attempting to erase that symbol of freedom. Instead of the home standing as a monument to personal empowerment, it would become a means of maintaining the status quo. Even more suspiciously, this suggestion came at a time when the wife being pressured into the purchase was experiencing significant emotional and financial stress. It's no secret that she had been questioning her place in the marriage, struggling with the lack of attention and respect she received. By convincing her to buy the home, the patriarch may have been trying to keep her tethered to the family structure, financially and emotionally. Financial motives, a strategic move for control. One of the biggest red flags in this situation is the financial aspect. The plural family had been facing mounting financial difficulties for years, with tensions rising over shared resources and real estate investments. This home, in particular, was an asset that the patriarch and his favored wife seemed reluctant to lose. By persuading another wife to take over ownership, the patriarch ensured that the home stayed within the family's financial structure. More importantly, it meant that he wouldn't have to personally take on any new financial burdens. Instead, the responsibility would shift onto a wife who had already been stretched thin financially. This decision also had long-term implications. Owning property ties someone down, it makes it harder for them to walk away. And at this point in the family's journey, keeping a wife financially tied to a shared investment may have been a last-ditch effort to maintain control. If she bought the home, she would be committing to a long-term mortgage, making it significantly more complicated for her to leave the family structure down the road. So while the patriarch framed this as a practical move for stability, in reality, it may have been an attempt to keep his crumbling marriage intact by making it financially difficult for his wife to leave. The emotional manipulation behind the sale. Beyond the financial motives, there was a clear element of emotional manipulation at play. For years, this particular wife had been seeking validation and affection from the patriarch, only to be met with increasing neglect. Rather than addressing the root of their marital issues, he dangled this house as a supposed solution to all their problems. If you move into this house, things will be better. If you buy this house, you'll feel more secure in this marriage. If you do this, I'll be around more, I'll be present.